Yo, listen up. 6 months ago, I slipped on some black ice near the 7 train and messed up my knee pretty bad. I was limping around my tiny one-bedroom in Astoria like an old man. Every single time I had to go down to the subway or carry grocery bags up 4 flights. The pain shot through my knee and lower back. I kept thinking, this is it. This is how it's going to be from now on. The doctor looked at me and said I needed physical therapy. But in New York, that means waiting 6 weeks for an appointment, paying $150 every session, and losing half a day fighting the subway just to get there. I was sitting there thinking, nah, there's got to be a better way. So I started figuring out how to do real at-home physical therapy right in my own living room. No fancy equipment at first, just my body and a couple of smart little at-home rehab devices. What happened next actually surprised even me. In 3 weeks, the stairs got easier. In 6 weeks, I was running for the train again without thinking about the pain. This video is the exact at-home physical therapy routine and devices that worked for me. A regular guy from Queens who hates wasting time and money. If you're dealing with knee pain, shoulder pain, or a back that's always tight after a long day, this is for you. I'm going to show you the best home physical therapy exercises that actually fit real New York life, plus the at-home rehab devices that made the biggest difference. No guru talk, no complicated routines, just what worked for me and many other people living in small apartments in Queens and Astoria. In this video, you'll learn simple at-home physical therapy exercises you can do every day, the right at-home rehab devices to speed up recovery, and the daily routine that survived all the chaos of NYC. I'm also going to share the mistakes I made so you don't waste months like I did. Whether you need physical therapy at home for knee pain, shoulder pain, or lower back issues, this video will give you a complete system you can start using today. Stick with me till the end because I'm going to show you exactly how I combined home physical therapy exercises with at-home rehab devices to get real results without spending a fortune on clinic visits. This is real at-home physical therapy that delivers results for regular people. If you want to improve your mobility, reduce pain, and finally feel better in your own apartment, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Let me paint the real picture for you. You wake up already stiff in the morning. You squeeze into the packed Q train at rush hour. Someone bumps your bad shoulder or your sore knee. You sit at your desk for 8 hours hunched over a laptop in a cold office. Then you come home, carry 2 heavy grocery bags up 4 flights of stairs because the damn elevator is broken again. By 9 p.m., your knee is clicking, your lower back is locked up tight, and your shoulder feels like someone's stabbing it every time you move. That was my life for months, man. I was in constant pain, and it was getting worse. I tried stretching videos on YouTube, bought cheap resistance bands that snapped after 2 weeks, even tried those standing desk converters that made my back feel even worse. Most of that stuff didn't do shit, because in New York, you don't have time for complicated 2-hour routines or driving to a physical therapy clinic 3 times a week. You need something simple that you can actually do every single day in your small apartment without it taking over your entire life. You need real at-home physical therapy that fits around the subway, the desk job, the stairs, and all the chaos of this city. That's why I finally started looking for proper home physical therapy exercises and at-home rehab devices that actually work for regular people like us. I needed physical therapy at home. I could do while the coffee was brewing or while watching the game at night. I needed at home rehab devices that didn't take up half my living room and that I could use consistently. This video is all about that. I'm going to show you the exact at-home physical therapy exercises that helped me the most, the at-home rehab devices that made the biggest difference, and how to combine them into a daily routine that actually survives real New York life. Whether you have knee pain from the stairs, shoulder pain from carrying bags, or lower back pain from sitting all day, this is for you. I'm going to break down the best home physical therapy exercises you can start today, even if you have 0 equipment. Then I'll show you which at-home rehab devices are worth it and how I use them to go from limping every morning to moving normally again. If you're tired of waking up in pain, tired of limping to the subway, and tired of feeling old before your time, stick with me. This is real at-home physical therapy from a guy who's been through it in Queens. No fluff, no expensive gym membership, just practical solutions that work in a small apartment.
Here's the truth most people don't want to admit. Going to physical therapy 3 times a week sounds good on paper, but in real New York life it's a nightmare. You lose half a day traveling there and back, you sit in a waiting room for who knows how long, you pay a fortune every session, and then you only do the exercises 3 times a week. By the time you get home, you're already exhausted, and half the time you skip the homework they gave you. But when you do the right moves every single day right in your own living room, your body learns the pattern much faster. That's exactly why at-home physical therapy actually beats the clinic for most regular New Yorkers like me. I've seen the studies from NYU Langone and the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy. They show that daily low-load movement plus the right simple tools can improve range of motion way faster than going to the clinic just 3 times a week. Your body adapts quicker when the exercises happen in the same place you live, on the same floor you walk on every day. The best part? You're in complete control. You feel a little stronger. You add 5 more reps or hold the stretch 10 seconds longer. No waiting for the therapist to decide when to advance you. No co-pays, no fighting traffic, no wasting half your day. Just you, consistency, and your own space. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I built my own at-home physical therapy system. I'm going to break down the best home physical therapy exercises you can start doing today, even if you have 0 equipment right now. Then I'll show you the at-home rehab devices that took my recovery from, okay, it's getting a little better, to, damn, this actually works. Whether you need physical therapy at home for knee pain after the stairs, shoulder pain from carrying bags, or lower back pain from sitting at a desk all day, this system is built for real life in Queens and Astoria. No complicated routines, no expensive gym membership, just practical at-home physical therapy that fits around the subway, the job, and everything else this city throws at you. I'm also going to share the mistakes I made in the beginning so you don't waste months like I did. If you're tired of limping, tired of waking up stiff, and tired of feeling like your body is falling apart just because you live in New York, stay with me. This is real at-home physical therapy from a guy who's been through it. Let's get into the actual exercises and the tools that made the difference. These are the exact home physical therapy exercises I still do every single day. They take only 12 to 15 minutes total, and you don't need any equipment at first. You can literally start them tomorrow morning while your coffee is brewing. First one, heel slides with a towel. Lie on your back on the floor or on your bed, loop a towel around your foot, and gently slide your heel toward your butt as far as comfortable, then slowly back down. Do 3 sets of 12 on each leg. This is one of the best home physical therapy exercises for improving knee mobility after an injury or from all the stairs we climb in New York. Second, Superman holds for the lower back. Lie face down, lift your arms and legs off the ground like you're flying. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax. 10 reps. This strengthens the muscles in your lower back that get completely wrecked from hunching over a laptop all day in the office. Third, wall-supported shoulder external rotation. Stand sideways to the wall, keep your elbow at 90 degrees, and gently press the back of your hand into the wall. Hold for 10 seconds. This one fixed my chronic shoulder pinch that I got from carrying heavy grocery bags up 4 flights of stairs every week. Fourth, seated marches for hip mobility. Sit on the edge of your couch or chair and alternate lifting your knees as high as you can. 20 marches on each side. This keeps your hips loose after long subway rides and sitting for hours. These are simple DIY physical therapy routines you can do in any small apartment. I went from barely being able to bend my knee properly to getting 135 degrees of flexion in just 4 weeks using only these home physical therapy exercises. No fancy equipment, no gym, no nothing. The key is doing them every single day, morning and evening if possible. That consistency is what makes at-home physical therapy work so much better than going to the clinic just a few times a week. Your body learns the movement pattern faster when you repeat it daily in the same environment. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to combine these home physical therapy exercises with the right at-home rehab devices to get even faster and better results. But even if you start with just these 4 moves, you'll already feel a difference in how your knee, back, and shoulders move. If you're dealing with knee pain from the stairs, shoulder pain from carrying stuff, or lower back pain from sitting too much, these home physical therapy exercises are your starting point. They're simple, they're free, and they actually work when you do them consistently. Exercises alone are solid, but layering the right at-home rehab devices is what took my recovery from, okay, it's getting a little better, to, damn, this actually works. I started using the red light therapy belt on my knee and lower back right after finishing the home physical therapy exercises. Just 10 minutes of that soft red light every evening, and I noticed the morning stiffness started disappearing by week 2. The light helps reduce inflammation and speeds up tissue repair, something I could actually feel. Then I added the portable TENS unit. I stick the pads on the sore spots before or after my home physical therapy exercises, and it blocks the pain signals so I could actually finish my reps without wincing every time. The multi-channel ones with different modes are perfect because I can switch between knee and shoulder in the same session. The electric heat and compression massager became my warm-up tool. 5 minutes of heat plus gentle kneading loosens everything up before I even start the home physical therapy exercises. It makes a huge difference, especially on cold mornings in Queens when my joints feel like they're frozen. And the lumbar traction belt? I lie down with it on for 10 to 15 minutes in the evening. It gently decompresses the spine and gives that same relief you feel on the PT table at the clinic, except I do it right in my own bed while watching TV. These are the exact at-home rehab devices that made the biggest difference when combined with my daily home physical therapy exercises. I keep them all right next to the couch now. Zero excuses. The red light belt, the TENS unit, the heat massager, and the lumbar traction belt became part of my evening routine. What I love most is how practical they are for real New York life. Small apartment, no extra space needed, and I can use them while doing normal stuff like answering messages or watching the game. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I combine these at-home rehab devices with the home physical therapy exercises from the previous slide to get faster and longer-lasting results. If you're serious about doing physical therapy at home and you want to speed up your recovery without spending a fortune on clinic visits, these tools are worth it. Even if you start with just one device, the difference is noticeable. I went from avoiding stairs to climbing them normally again. That's what consistent home physical therapy exercises plus the right at-home rehab devices can do for you. Here's the exact daily at-home physical therapy routine I still follow, even on the craziest New York days. It's simple, it's realistic, and it actually fits around real life in Queens. Morning, while the coffee is brewing, I do 5 minutes of cat-cow stretches and heel slides right there in the kitchen. Nothing fancy, just waking the body up and getting some gentle movement into the knee and lower back before the day even starts. During lunch break at work, I sneak in 2 minutes of wall angels standing at my desk. Nobody even notices, but it keeps my shoulders from getting tight from all the typing. When I get home in the evening, that's when the real work happens. I put the TENS unit on the sore spots for about 10 minutes. Then I do 10 minutes with the red light therapy belt on my lower back or knee while I'm sitting on the couch. After that, I finish with 3 sets of bridges and the heel slides again. This combination of home physical therapy exercises and at-home rehab devices became my evening anchor. Before bed, I use the electric heat and compression massager on my neck and shoulders while I watch one episode of whatever I'm into. It helps me unwind and sleep much better. On weekends, I add the lumbar traction belt for 15 minutes while I'm scrolling or watching the game. That gentle decompression feels amazing after a full week of stairs and subway rides. This is the real at-home physical therapy routine that survived all the chaos of New York life. Delayed trains, long workdays, carrying heavy bags, everything. It doesn't take 2 hours. It fits into the small pockets of time I actually have. The magic isn't in doing something complicated once in a while. It's in doing these home physical therapy exercises and using the at-home rehab devices consistently every single day. That's what moved the needle for me. In this video, I'm showing you exactly how to build your own version of this routine. Whether you need physical therapy at home for knee pain, shoulder pain, or lower back issues, you can adapt this system to your biggest problem area. Start small, stay consistent, and the results will come. This is what real at-home physical therapy looks like for regular people living in small apartments in Queens and Astoria. No gym, no expensive appointments, just practical moves and tools that actually work when you stick with them. After 3 weeks, the stairs started feeling easier. I wasn't limping as much when I got off the Q train. After 6 weeks, my knee flexion had improved by 40 degrees. I could finally bend it properly without that sharp pain shooting through it. I stopped waking up at 3 a.m. because my lower back was locked up tight. And the best part? I went from avoiding the subway stairs to actually running for the train again without even thinking about the pain. These are the real results I got from doing consistent at-home physical therapy exercises combined with the right at-home rehab devices. This wasn't some magic supplement or crazy diet. It was just showing up every single day with simple home physical therapy exercises and using the tools that actually made a difference. My knee went from feeling unstable and painful every time I went upstairs to feeling strong and reliable again. My lower back didn't lock up anymore after long days at the desk. Even my shoulder, which used to hurt from carrying grocery bags, started feeling normal. I could move through my day in Queens without constantly thinking about the pain. The biggest change wasn't just the numbers, it was how I felt in my own body. I had more energy during the day instead of crashing at 3 p.m. My sleep got deeper. I wasn't waking up stiff and sore every morning. For the first time in months, I felt like I was in control of my body again instead of my body controlling me. This is what consistent at-home physical therapy can do when you combine the right home physical therapy exercises with practical at-home rehab devices. It's not about doing fancy, complicated moves. It's about doing the basics every day and adding the right tools to speed up recovery. If you're dealing with knee pain from all the stairs, shoulder pain from carrying stuff, or that constant lower back tightness from sitting too much, this system can work for you too. I'm not special. I'm just a regular guy from Queens who got tired of being in pain and decided to do something about it at home. In this video, I'm showing you exactly how I got these results so you can do the same. You don't need a fancy gym or expensive clinic visits. You just need the right home physical therapy exercises, the right at-home rehab devices, and the consistency to show up for yourself every day. That's what changed everything for me. I made a bunch of stupid mistakes in the beginning, so you don't have to make the same ones. Let me tell you what I did wrong so you can skip the frustration. First big mistake, I skipped the warm-up. I thought I could just jump straight into the home physical therapy exercises. Big error. One morning I pulled a muscle in my lower back because everything was cold and tight. After that I learned, always start with a little heat or a few minutes with the red light therapy belt before doing any home physical therapy exercises. It makes a huge difference. Second mistake, I tried to do too much too soon. Classic New Yorker mentality. I'll power through this. I went too hard on the exercises and ended up sore for days. The right way is to add 1 rep or hold the stretch 5 seconds longer at a time. Slow and steady with your home physical therapy exercises beats trying to be a hero. Third mistake, and this was the biggest one, I ignored sleep and recovery. I was doing the exercises and using the at-home rehab devices, but I was still staying up late, stressing about work, and sleeping like crap. Recovery doesn't happen while you're grinding, it happens while you sleep. Once I started using the heat massager on my neck and shoulders before bed and actually getting better rest, that's when the real progress showed up. I also wasted time and money on random cheap stuff that didn't work. I bought resistance bands that snapped, followed YouTube videos that were too advanced for my level, and tried to do physical therapy at home without any system. That's why I eventually built this simple routine: basic home physical therapy exercises every day plus the right at-home rehab devices used consistently. If you're starting at home physical therapy, learn from my mistakes. Start slow, warm up properly, don't skip rest, and be consistent instead of intense. Do the simple home physical therapy exercises I showed you earlier, add 1 or 2 at-home rehab devices when you're ready, and stick with it. The people who get the best results with at-home physical therapy aren't the ones who do the most complicated moves. They're the ones who show up every day with the right basics. I'm not a doctor or a licensed physical therapist. Everything I'm sharing is what worked for me and other regular New Yorkers. If you have sharp pain, recent surgery, numbness, or anything that scares you, talk to your physician first before starting any at-home physical therapy or using at-home rehab devices. If you're tired of limping, waking up stiff, or paying for PT you never have time for, start with the simple home physical therapy exercises I showed you. Then add 1 or 2 at-home rehab devices that match your biggest problem area. The full guide with all the details is linked in the description below.